All right. Once more time, once again, I welcome you all, and uh, we are getting into. You have been hearing about nano, but you have not really, let me say, you have not interact with the network. The network. So tonight we are going to just do justice to some important information you need to grab as far as Nano is concerned. And welcome everyone to Nano Nigeria. Uh, and Nano is known for eco-friendly and feeless digital money. So we are going to go into that and see why Nano um, is known for this phrase, eco-friendly and fearless digital money. Okay, let me move with a speed of light. Now, the agenda for tonight, I'm going to be looking at what is Nano, what problem does Nano solve, Nano as a solution, and then Nano in the real world. Then we go into the Nano Foundation. The foundation, I think Carlos will be talking about stuff there and also give us some important facts about some app and use cases. But these are the major things that we're going to be looking at, and we'll be asking questions based on what we'll be discussing tonight. So let's first of all look at what is Nano. What is Nano? I want to check what Nano really is. What is Nano? All right. Nano is, if you look at my screen, Nano is a new currency that happen to be digital. I know that yes, there are two type of people that may be in this call now. There are people that are just getting to know about Nano. There are people that are just, they don't know anything about digital currency. So when we say a new currency, it means that is a currency that you are like Naira that we make use of in Nigeria. So Nano also is a form of currency that people make use of, but this is happen to be in a digital form, and it is decentralized, sustainable, and secure digital money focused on addressing the inefficiency present in existing financial system. It means that in the financial existing system that we have, there are inefficiencies, there are things that are not really that is causing issues, that has a problem that people face in this financial system that we are in our traditional finance that we do in our day-to-day activities. So there are inefficiencies present there. So Nano is a decentralized that come with a solution to render in a decentralized form, a secure form, and also a sustainable form, right? And then it's just like I mentioned, it's just like a cash in your pocket, just like the Naira that you have in your wallet or in your bank account, or that you keep somewhere in your purse. So it's just like the normal cash in your pocket. And choosing to transact with Nano ensures that 100% of the value is transferred directly to the recipient. So it's just normal the way you do your transactions. You transfer your money easily without anything disrupting your transaction or stopping you from transacting. So you can send Nano to your friend in Abuja, you can send a Nano to somebody in Kano, somebody that is outside Nigeria. You can send your cash to that person, just like you have the money in your pocket. We are still going to go deeper for better understanding of what differentiates Nano from other digital assets, or let me say cryptocurrency. Now, created to facilitate both local and international payments, moving money across boards is effortless and most importantly, without fee. So that is the unique features of Nano. Nano is known for is it give a platform an access for you to do your transaction, payment, move your money across board. And you are doing this thing without a fee, without any fee. And I know that there are many of us that are already transacting with different blockchains, with different network, and we can testify to the gas fee that we pay, the fee we pay, even in our local, in our financial, the traditional finance that we do. When you do transactions, it is banned, it is compulsory, it is part of the what's it called now, they call it maintenance fee, or they call it debit fee, that they remove from your transaction. So if Nano is giving you an opportunity to transact without fee, that means it's really a real deal for us to embrace. So we are going to look at more things that are attached to Nano that make it so unique for everyone to make use of. So let's go deeper into what Nano said to solve. Okay. Okay. So why was Nano created? Yes, we know that. Okay, we have I've given you an overview of what Nano is and what Nano are some unique feature attached to Nano. Now, why do we have Nano? Since we have so many cryptocurrency, we have digital currency, we have our naira that we are making use of in Nigeria, and so why do we need Nano, or why is Nano created? All right. Now, the first thing that we need to know is, before we talk about the solution that Nano come to solve, we need to look at the problem in our existing financial system, in our local traditional finance that we are into. Let's look at the problem that people are facing that now make Nano to now come into being. Now, the first one is, not all people have access to fresh money. Not everyone have access to fresh money. We know people that are living in rural areas, in villages. To get access to money, to funding, is not that easy. There are some of us that are in a modern environment, in an urban environment. We have access to get money freely, but there are people in a particular area where in some villages that they don't have free access to fresh money. Again, there are people that are cash loss through inflation, fees, and physical cash. There are some people that lost their money, the money they have in their wallet, maybe in their pocket, has no value. You have 100 naira in your pocket or in bank in maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. Now, what that 100 naira can do in 3 years ago, today that we are talking now, that 100 naira cannot do it. Why? Because it has lost its value. It's because it has lost the economy around the naira, has really affected the value of naira. So there are cash loss through inflation, fees, and also digital, and also physical cash. Physical cash, you lost physical cash that you keep, you don't know where you lost them, and some other factors attached to that. Again, number 3 is, there are limits on withdrawal from banks. There are limits. I can remember there was a day I was trying to do a transactions from my bank, and I was trying to move a certain amount of money from my bank, and I discovered that there are limits to what I can send per day. There are limits to what I can send per day, and before I can even upgrade to more money to transfer from my wallet, from my bank, I have to go to bank. I have to go and upgrade and say, okay, increase my limit for me. So there are limits on withdrawals from banks. These are the problems that Nano team have discovered. Again, number 4, there are local currency, or let me say, local currency is unstable. Local currency is unstable. You see how naira is going up and down here. Naira to dollar presently now, if you look at the value, you will discover that the margin is increasing day by day, and it seems as if our naira is losing its value day by day. So local currency is unstable. Tomorrow now, Nigerian government can can come up and say, you know, we in the like of 1 naira, when we are spending 1 naira now, no more 1 naira, even no more 50. Am I communicating? Somebody is trying to. I hope I'm communicating. Hello. I think no one is responding. I hope I'm communicating. Let me see your chat. Let me see your chat so that I will know that I'm not talking to myself. I want to be sure. So I want to be sure that I'm still talking to people. Okay. 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 So again, we have the number 5. Number 5, we have banking restriction. Banking restrictions. Banking hour. You queue in bank before you do your transactions. There are banking hour. They will say they work from 8. They open bank by 8. Even if you want to do some certain things in bank, you come as early as 7 or 6 a.m. You have to wait till 8 o'clock when they will open the banking for your access. So, and again by 4, 5, they are closed for the day. So there are banking working hour. So there are banking restrictions. These are the things that Nano team have discovered. Again, we have limited transfer allowances. Limited transfer allowances. You want to transfer money to your friends or whatsoever, even using your ATM, you want to withdraw, they will tell you that you can only withdraw 3 times using your ATM to withdraw money. So all these things are limiting people to do whatever they want to do with their own money that they keep in the bank, in the government bank account. In the government banks. Again, we have limited access to local funds. Limited access to local funds. Then again, the last one, but not the least, is continued poverty and lack of opportunities. We see in our day-to-day activities, some of us Nigerians, you graduate from school, you discover that after your graduations, you have first class as a result, you have a good result, you begin to look for job opportunity, you search everywhere just to make sure that you have enhanced means, you have something going into your pocket. But there are average poverty in the country, and people there are no opportunities around the state, around the country. So these are the things that Nano team have discovered, and they set to now bring about a solutions. Yeah, so people are becoming increasingly worried about governments. They begin worried about banks. They begin worried about corporations' ability to print money, hyperinflations, and restrict assets to add and cash. So these are the things that people begin to worry about, anxious about all those things. And imagine economies where tax legislations, widespread corruptions, political and economic instability present limitless opportunities for exploitations to strive. In Nigeria presently, you know, when we talk about corruptions, you know, when you talk about the political and economic instability we have, you can testify to all those things that we are experiencing in our country. So these are the things that Nano have discovered, and they try to look at how to settle these, how to provide solutions and make a seamless, a user-friendly platform whereby people within the country can be able to see multiple opportunities and embrace them for their use. All right. Let me continue. So all these things that I have mentioned, so Nano is the solution. So you will ask me that how is Nano a solution? How is Nano the solution? Now, Nano is designed. Sorry if I'm rushing. So just try to pen down some questions as maybe you see something that is you are not clear with, just pen them down. We'll be able to answer them. I just want to be as fast as possible so that we can cover a lot, and also we can give access to Carlos also to tell us and give us some important information from his own end. So Nano is designed to help you keep more of your money. Helps you to keep more of your money. Now, we want you to keep as much of your money as you can. So there is no limit to what you can keep in your wallet. So you can achieve the financial independence that every human being deserves. You can achieve, you can do anything, you can keep your money to to any length or any limit, no limit to what you can keep as well as Nano is concerned. Again, Nano is better than cash in your pocket. You will ask me how. Why is Nano is better than the cash in your pocket? How? It is your money, not the government's money. Now, it's private to you, it's secured. You are the one, nobody can gain access into what you have as far as Nano is concerned. So you are in control of where and when you spend, send, and accept your Nano. So you can decide that, okay, this is the wallet I want to keep my Nano. Okay, now I want to spend this Nano now. So you determine when, where, how, what you want to use the Nano to do. So Nano give access, allow you to use your Nano for anything under this act. You will still look at some other or so many things that Nano can do for us, and you will be marveled that so Nano can do this thing in this Nigeria. Yes, I will show you some important information and the use case. Again, it is inflation resistant. It means that designed to protect its own value, creating more stable and equitable economies. All your money in your pocket, you have all your money in your pocket, just like you have just that your money that you are keeping in your pocket now. The same way you have your Nano in your pocket. That is, as a true virtual currency, all your Nano can be accessed, spent, sent, and accepted from your smartphone 24/7. From your smartphone, you can access your money 24/7. You can access it 24/7. Okay. Let me also tell you again. Let me show you again what Nano can do. All right. Nano is better than banking institutions like your First Bank, like your Access Bank, like your Union Bank. Nano is far better than your banking institution. How? No hidden fee. There are some hidden fee that we receive when we do our transactions. I'm trying to send money to Steven and I send money today. It will not show that maybe there is an hidden charges that I have spent from sending that money to Steven. There is one bank, I think is maybe I've forgotten the name of the bank. I think maybe Polaris or whatsoever. When you send an amount above 10,000 to somebody, I'm sending 10,000 to Steven. Now, if that 10,000 enters Steven account, they are going to remove 10% from Steven, not me that send the money to the recipient. They will remove the money. So that means if I'm sending 10,000 to you, then you should be able to know that you are foregoing some certain amount from 10,000. It's not 10,000 that will enter your account. So you can imagine I'm sending money from 10,000 to somebody and bank is still removing from that person that is receiving the money. So there are hidden charges, but you can now manage that. I can now manage the money I want to send to Steven by sending him 9,000, or I send him 9,999, 9,000.999, or 9,900, 9,999, so that it will not get to 10,000, so that they will not be able to remove that charges. So there are no hidden charges as far as Nano is concerned. Whether it's C2B is consumer to business, or maybe it's business to business, or maybe it's consumer to consumer. There is nothing like hidden charges that Nano is charging from you. So it is only you just send, the money you send is what you receive from the person, and there are no hidden fee. It's lightning fast. It's fast when you send money. When I send Nano to you now, within few seconds, you get the money Nano in your wallet, then owned by everyone. This is decentralized and democrat, democrat, democratized. Nano is inflation and manipulations resistance by design. So there are nothing like manipulations. It is decentralized. It is owned by everyone. It is owned by everyone. Okay. Another thing is, I will soon be done here. Nano is different from cryptocurrency. Okay. Yeah, this is where I'm going. Nano is different from cryptocurrency. Nano is a digital currency. It's different from cryptocurrency. How? What do I mean by Nano is not am I saying that Nano is not a cryptocurrency? Now let's look at it. Now, it is not backed by greed. You know how well they try to play with people's emotions. They try to increase, they will dump the tokens, and when they dump the tokens, the people begin to cry and say, oh, I've lost my money. And again, they will try to use bait for you. They try to pump the token, and you rush into it. So they begin to try to create awareness around that tokens, and when they see that people rush into it, they dump it again, and they try to acquire wealth to themselves. But as far as Nano Team is concerned, it is created by a not-for-profit organization. So they are not after your money. They are not after what they want to gain from you. They are not after, what they are after is they come to solve a problem. And that is the reason why they come to empower equal economic opportunities. That is what they come to do. So it is not a cryptocurrency that you will look at it and say, okay, I'll wait when it go up, or when it come down, I buy, or when it do this, I do. No, that is not what Nano come to do. They come to solve the problem within the financial system. The Nano is not a currency. Nano is a currency, not an asset. Is a currency, not an asset. Just like your Naira, you used to buy things. You go to the market, you buy rice. You go to the market, you buy laptop. You go to the market, you use Naira to buy your car, your TV set, your phones. So the same way, Nano is a currency. So you can spend it, you can send it, you can accept it in real time versus buy, hold, and sell based on market valuation. So from you, I can collect Nano from you and sell my goods to you. I can go to the market, I can go to the woman that is selling pepper and give him Nano and give her Nano, and I get all these food stuff from her. So Nano is a currency, is not an asset. It's not an asset. Okay, it's environmentally friendly. It does not rely on mining or other energy-intensive activity to hold its value. Nano has a carbon negligible footprint. I need to end, but I need to show you something. Okay, now this is a comparison between Nano and the Bitcoin. When you look at the transactions, how fast the transaction is. Look at here. I hope you can see what I'm showing you. I have 12,500 Nano transactions. Look at within how many minutes, within how many seconds. See, when I have 7,500,000 Nano transactions, see what I have. See what I have as the energy consumption. The energy consumption when this transaction is being made. But look at Bitcoin, just only one Bitcoin. See how huge the energy consumed per hour. See how huge it is. It means that if Nano have to use this energy for its transactions, it means that you need to cover 15,500,000 Nano transactions before with this energy that one Bitcoin is consuming. So it means that when you look at the energy consumed by Nano, when you use, when you are trying to do, when people are making use of the network for transactions, the energy consumed is very, very minimal. It's very, very minimal. So that is another advantage over the Bitcoin that even is the first cryptocurrency that we are looking at. So the energy consumed is very minimal. Now, like I mentioned to you earlier, I said what Nano solution that Nano has brought to us is to what is to make sure that you have control over your money. You have control over your money. So Nano allows you to take back control of your money, of your money, of your money. All right. And then before I end, let me quickly show, this is what will lead us to the next phase that Carlos is going to show us. So what is the real world situations? What is the real world usage of Nano? What is the world real usage of Nano? What is the word real usage of Nano? Nano is real money, just digital. And so we have been hard at work creating the building blocks needed for this. It means that the Nano team have been working tirelessly. They have been working day in, day out to make sure that they bring to us the use case. They bring to us how we can make use of this Nano for our own use in any location we find ourselves. And it says we have the website, we have the new refresh real world website. You can check the website at nano.org. And also we have merchants, we have services at up.nano.org that you can leverage on and check all the services and merchants and see, have a look at what are the merchants, what are the services that these projects has presented to us in real world. Then again, the new currency symbol, this is a new symbol. Formerly, we have Nano as a symbol, but now we have this as the symbol. You see that you look, even you look like our Naira symbol. You look like our Naira symbol. So that's a new currency symbol. Then, and the sticker is XNO, XNO. So when you see XNO, that is Nano. That is Nano. So with great joy, I think I've been able to run through some important information about digital currency, how Nano comes, how Nano try to identify the problem we have within our community and within our country and try to bring out solutions for us. And I think you'll be able to see through the solutions that Nano has brought to us. And from here, Carlos is going to reveal to us some things that we can do to get Nano, some features attached to Nano, and then the use case scenario that we have as far as Nano is concerned. So I want to thank you for listening. I think I've been able to cover some things, and this is our first time, and we still have more things to talk about as far as Nano is concerned. So thank you for listening. My name is still my humble self, Samuel Olapade. Thank you all for listening. So I will be. I know that we may have questions, but we'll be attending to the question after after Carlos has finished his own from his own end. Carlos, I don't know. Are you there? Can you hear me? Carlos? Carlos? Oh, sorry. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to. So, Carlos, you can check your mic now.
Hello. Can
Hi.
you hear me?
Sure.
Hi, Samuel. Hi, everyone. Can you see me?
Hold on.
Can you see my face?
I can't see your face. Hold on. Oh,
Yeah.
let me see. I think you can share your, okay.
I am trying to show my camera. I don't know if you can see me, or are you seeing something else?
I think I am unable to see you. If you can see him, everyone, you can just try to drop message. If you can see him, can you see Carlos? Can't see him. Wow. Let me look at. I think your camera is off. Carlos.
Hello, what? Hello now again. All right, I'm going to put my camera off, and so I only be speaking with you. First thing first, I need to present myself. I am Carlos Murgas from Colombia, from La Guajira, Colombia, and I am a Nano ambassador for this region. You might be asking yourself why someone from out of Africa is here talking to you about Nano. Well, that's one of the things that Nano allows us to do. Is as Sam already said, is a peerless instant, the fastest currency out there, and it is a borderless currency, so we can use it, we can pay with it, and as money is a way of exchanging value, it's natural that people from around the world can um, transact and trade not only things, service, and products, but also ideas. We can share our ideas worldwide. So, Nano, all right, maybe my face is. Can you see me now? No. All right. Let me keep the camera, like
Yeah, I
the
can
camera.
see you.
Yeah, you can see me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey everyone. Again, I'm Carlos. As I was saying, Nano have a lot of use cases that we are going to showcase in this opportunity, in this amazing meetup for all the people at Nigeria, at Africa, and worldwide. Also, I recommend you is that if you don't have a, a Nano address already, you can easily create one because we are going to have some activities, some quizzes, so you can earn your first Nano or stack some more if you already have some. Okay, let's go to the next slide, please. Hello?
Hi. You can
All
share your
right.
screen.
Um, well, give me a second. I'm going to share my window, my screen, and you it won't let me share my screen. Sames, can you please put on the nano slide on when there is the nano hub information? Well,
Okay.
yeah. Before we going in that topic, I must say that the Nano Hub is a community initiative from the Nano Foundation to give the community the opportunity to run the project, to run the development, the engagement with the institutions, with vendors, with service providers. Since there was a non, there was let's say, a common place where all the community was able to share the projects that they are working on, the, the new merchants that are accepting Nano. So the Nano Hub, hub.nano.org, that's the website. You can go and check it out right now. And we will be seeing in the Nano Hub a sort of categories of topics as gaming, as merchants, as education, as faucet sites that are very useful to start exploring our nano ecosystem that is vast and growing every day. So let's wait for a moment so I can showcase to you the website. Um, I want to ask a question here to to get an idea of who, who is here. I say who because as this is a Nigerian nano meetup, we also have some attendants that are from out of Africa or from other country from Africa. So in the chat, please tell us where are you from? Are you from Congo, from Nigeria? Oh, Brazil. We got the Vinicius here. Nigeria, Colagule. Nice to have you here. Nigeria, Sunkami. Hello, Nepal. Oh, hello, Alice. See, we got of Finland, San Andres, South Carolina, United States. Nice, Alex. We are, as you can see, with people from all over the world, Sweden. So we could easily just now send Nano to each one of us in a matter of as a matter of seconds without fees. If you send one nano is going to go to the receiver address, and the receiver is going to have full control of their funds. No bank is going to tax you or give a bite to your money. No government is going to say to tell you that you need to give them some, nor you are not obliged to. And this gives us uh, a sense of that we really own something, that we really own value, not in a inflationary system that every day lost value, every day the dollar, example, is losing value. In contrast, Nano is gaining value, not as an asset, remember this, not as an asset, as Samet clearly explained it, but as an currency. Okay, awesome, awesome. We are here at the Nano Hub. That's the website. Hope you can see it. You can see the categories. We got merchants, we got wallets. The wallets is where you store your Nano and where you spend it, use it to pay. Merchant solutions, who is accepting Nano. We got the trading category, that is where you can see the open markets of Nano. As the moment we have KuCoin, we have Binance, and several others. Also the gaming category, where there are some cool games and some projects that are already integrating Nano to their core dynamic system. Developer tools, if you are a coder or you want to learn how to code your own Nano blockchain, how to create a tool for Nano as the ones that we are going to see later in this reunion. Also, we can find the faucets category, where a faucet is a site, a website, or a service of a web page where users can earn a little piece of Nano by doing simple tasks like solving a captcha, like sending a message, like just entering the website, you are able to gain some Nano. So as Nano was in as Rayblocks, that was the first name of the project, of the Nano project, it was given to the people around the world just by solving a captcha. So even now, even this day, now that we are talking, um, 8 years later, we can still get some Nano for free just by doing some simple task. All right, earn is, well, some other ways to earn Nano. There are also subreddits. If someone here knows about Reddit, it's a internet forum where you can post and learn basically any kind of information. So Nano have its own subreddit page, and there is a subreddit of the subreddit that is called Jobs for Nano. So it's a page where someone can post, I need someone to code me a calculator, and I will pay for in Nano. So if you make the calculator and you submit it to the requester, you are going to earn some Nano. It's a job. And there are also the charities category. Is This is because Nano is a non-profit effort, and we are starting to reach out to nonprofits worldwide to encourage them to start using Nano. Also, there is another service that is like a various kind of service that we can find there, and you are free to explore this page and to learn and to suggest new items to this hub. Remember that this is not a closed instance where what is posted is what it is. We are constantly improving the the protocol code, the merchants that are set in Nano. Many faucets are being built right now, and there's always a new way to earn some Nano. So get in the Nano Hub, and start exploring the ecosystem. Also, if you want to be part of the Nano community programming, if you want to be an ambassador too, if you want to be a community manager of Nano, if you want to moderate the socials of Nano, you can send an email. There is an email in the Nano Hub page where you can send your interest. I want to be a Nano ambassador. I want to be a Nano community manager. You pues tell us where are you from, your country, what do you like about Nano, what could you do to improve Nano. So there's a way to join this team and start promoting the Nano way. So I believe that could be all with the hub. Now I we as we are a team here and would like to first remind you that if you don't have a Nano address yet, go and download a wallet, a Nano wallet, create an address, so you will be ready for the activity what we are going to have here in a few moments. Also, if you want to try WeNano app, I recommend you to search it in the Play Store or the app or of the store, the App Store, so you are ready to the activity that we are going to have in a moment. First, I need to define what is WeNano. WeNano is an app that was developed by a community member of Nano that allows the users to create spots that when people with their phones are inside the radius, the range of the spot, you can claim Nano. Let's say I am here. I want to show you where I am. I am at the Fonseca's Plaza. Fonseca is a town here in Colombia. So I can create a spot for this plaza or even for the whole town. So what we are going to do, I'm going to give you some spoilers of the activity. We are going to set spots worldwide. If you are in Africa, you are going to be able to claim from the Africa spot that is a wide range spot. If you are in Asia, you are going to be able to claim Nano from the Asia spot. If you are from America, South America, Central America, North America, America in general, you are going to be able to claim some Nano. Or thank you, Sames. We are now seeing the We Nano website. The logo, the slogan is rethinking digital money. This is going by hand of Nano. So you need to set a spot. This tell us what the spots are. You can customize your spot if you have a store, if you have a restaurant and you want to highlight your restaurant in the map. And with the Nano community and the WeNano app users, you can set a spot with that name, and people will go there to claim the Nano, but also they might eat at your restaurant and maybe they will pay with Nano. So these kind of apps are designed to close the gap between the people that are not used into crypto or the use of digital currencies as Nano, but don't see the meaning of the purpose of using one. So if we don't have anything to spend with to spend with paying with Nano, then is this a currency? So we Nano came to say yes, Nano is a currency. You can claim it, you can pay for it with it, and here in WeNano you can spread that wave. So you don't need to wait for creating or claiming. You just need to set up, and in less than 5 minutes, you are going to have your spot ready. So once you have downloaded this app, um, not sure if you we can share the screen of the app. Well, let's go down in the website to keep seeing the information. Hello, Sames, go down, please.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing. What's no fees? No fees. You can donate. It's like a social platform. You can chat. There are chat rooms. Okay, keep going down. You can tip easily anyone in the app. When you create an account, the app have an address generator. So after you create your account, you are going to have your Nano address. It's an internal Nano address of the WeNano app. So it's always better that you store your Nano in your own native wallet, as Natrium for mobile of Afnault for web-based devices. So as you can see, there is a wallet. You can even pay your bills if they start accepting Nano, and there is the link for the download of the app. So once you have done this, you will see in the map. You need to have your GPS activated. You will see the spots. If you're in Asia, you are going to see an Asia spot. If you are in Africa, you are going to see an Africa spot. And if you are lucky, you are going to see that there is a moving spot. Some guys, some nano lovers of the community that are also astronauts, that this is kind of funny, they set up a spot, a WeNano spot at the ISS. So the International Space Station have an actual WeNano spot. So it's going worldwide. Sorry, a call was, I got an incoming call. Well, um,
I think it's fine.
awesome. Now
Okay.
I can talk. All
Okay.
right. Um, well, as people have been asking some questions, we
Okay.
are going to answer it answer them in chronological order. So first, let's see. The first question was from
Okay.
Kolawole. We
Okay.
know that cryptocurrency is banned in Nigeria at the moment. However, seeing the important benefits of Nano, do you have any plans on getting into a dialogue with the government to consider Nano? The answer is yes. We are actively going closer or reaching into the governments, institutions, non-profits, on all these institutions or public institutions that are in one way or another gatekeeping the use of cryptocurrency in specific countries, as Nigeria as an example. So the first step that Nano is taking, that we as ambassadors must take, is to reach out to those institutions, send them an email like, "Hey, this is Nano." We showcase the benefits of Nano to them, and at the end of the day, it's a government decision to say yes or to say no. As we are seeing, countries like El Salvador are way open to cryptocurrency use, but places as China and examples as Nigeria, that is our host today, maybe can be a little way harder. But if we can, as I said, showcase the benefits, the key features of Nano to them, they will solve the position, and maybe we can have Nano as legal tender in Nigeria. Why not? It's a matter uh, of political activity. If all the people of the majority of people in Nigeria learns about Nano, use Nano, understand the value of Nano, necessarily and naturally the officials of Nigeria are going to start using, learning, and understanding Nano as well. So the answer is yes.
Okay. Okay. Also,
The
let
next
me
question,
add also too. Let me
yeah,
add to it. First thing is sorry, cryptocurrency is not banned in Nigeria. I need to clear that. The only thing that the Nigerian government did was to ban the government banks from transacting or having a transactions between cryptocurrency with people transacting cryptocurrency via banks. So it is banks that the CBN in Nigeria ban from cryptocurrency, not P2P, not you and I doing transactions, crypto transactions. Then again, Nano, like I said, when you listen to when I was trying to do the presentation, I tried to differentiate between cryptocurrency and an asset and a currency. And I mentioned, I said, Nano is a currency. Nano is not a cryptocurrency. It's a currency, meaning that take it like our e-Naira that just launched last year, and is a digital currency that is in form is a digital form of Naira. So Nano is a digital currency that you can use to buy, that you can use and send to your friends, that you can use in the market to do your transactions, that you can use to donate to people that are less privileged, that you can use to do so many things, as well as you can use it in a gaming platform and hand. So it has so many use cases that you can make use of. So don't look at it as a cryptocurrency whereby you will go to you try to look at it that when people pump it, you sell, and they begin to use manipulation, price manipulations, and you try to speculate the price. So it's a digital currency that you can make use of to do your transactions, whatever you want to do with it, you can use it. So clear your mind away from the cryptocurrency ban. You that you are even talking about cryptocurrency, and cryptocurrency is banned in Nigeria, you are still transacting, you are still doing things without anybody disturbing you. So it's not you dealing with cryptocurrency that is being banned in Nigeria, but it is the the banking institution in Nigeria was banned from crypto transactions. I hope I've made myself clear. Okay. I think I've made myself clear. So it means that, we mentioned also that cryptocurrency is a digital, it's a decentralized, system. Cryptocurrency, or let me say digital, and Nano is decentralized, and is sustainable, and also is secure, and it is owned by everyone. So it doesn't matter where you are, you can do your transaction. Like Carlos is in Colombia now. If I have something that I want to buy in Colombia, I can tell him, I want to buy this. So. I'll send my Nano, and the transaction is done, and I have whatever I want to have, or wherever I am. So I think I've been able to explain that. Okay, I think Carlos, you can't speak again. Let me check again. Can I check your mic? Okay.
Right. Nice. Yeah, as you were saying, that's correct. There is always the need to difference between a cryptocurrency and a currency. So we are going to cover this question. So we are going in the chronological order, as we were saying. We have the next question, that is Carlos. All right. What are the measures or what have been taken by the Nano team to ensure secure and swift transactions? Well, Nano use nodes to verify transactions. So the measure of security and the swiftness of our currency depends on the nodes, on the users that are verifying transactions in the network. Nano use an open representative voting consensus mechanism that allows it to fast, fearless, and instant verify transactions. So the best way, or the key measure that we are using or implementing in this moment is to get the nano holders, the nano users, to change their representative to, it could be anyone, but not Binance. And you could be asking why Binance? As you saw in the Samet's presentation, a big amount in
Are you there? Carlos? Carlos, are you there? Hello, Carlos? Hello, Carlos? Okay, I think we lost him. I think that there is one question I see here asking for difference between digital currency and cryptocurrency. Is that question answered already? Alex, are you there? Alex, are you there? No, I can't hear you, Carlos. Alex, okay, is your question answered or you are not yet clear with the answer? So that I can talk about it maybe in a moment. I'll just talk about it. You still need clarity about the difference between the digital currency and I'm cleared. Okay, so just have can I please follow up your answers to my questions? Which question is that, Kolawole? Which question is that? So digital currency is actually back with something. Is either digital currency can be a currency being backed by government. Government can back up a digital currency, just like our e-Naira. E-Naira is backed up by a central bank. Okay, and when you look at Nano, Nano is a digital currency, but backed by a technology. I think is a dark technology, is a dark technology, which is decentralized technology. And that reason why whatsoever transaction you do on Nano is gas free. You can ask yourself, which cryptocurrency do you have as at now that you can do a transactions without a gas fee? I don't think there is none. There is none. But Nano, because of the technology in the Nano foundation, the technology around it, make Nano transactions gas fee free. Okay, please. Okay, sorry. Okay, let me. I can't see the questions because I was out before, so all the chat I can't pick the question. So you can drop it again so that I can answer the questions. So I don't see, it's the recent question that is dropped. I can only see it now. Okay, Samuel, you can check your mic. Samuel, you can check your mic. Hello,
yeah,
Samuel.
good evening, bro. Good evening, sir. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I want to say it's a nice session and I've learned a lot. Thank you, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Most often I used to attend most of your sessions, and you used to tell us that you are not bothered with Naira devaluation and issues like that. Now I see the reason. So after that, I want to ask, considering the fact that you said Nano is it's not a cryptocurrency. I want to know, is it subjected to the crypto fluctuation in price? I don't know if you get it clear. That is the volatility that is attached to the market. Is Nano subjected to it as well? I don't know, sir, if you get it.
Okay, I get your question. I get your question.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, I get it. All right. Okay. I don't know. Is Carlos still there? Because I can't see him on like Abby. Let me check him.
You know, during my presentation, I mentioned something. I was talking about is not being managed, is not being governed by greed when I was trying to explain that. And what I mean by is not governed by greed, it means that there are no will to really manipulate the price just because of maybe uh, maybe for because the team now, maybe they look at the price is going higher and then they feel that okay, let's quickly sell off what we are having, and then and when we sell it off, we'll be able to at least acquire more dollars to ourselves. So the team around Nano is not after the people money they want to get. All right, the core team and even the major people that have the larger what is it called now, quantity of Nano. They are not after what they want to get from the Nano. That is why I say it is non-profit. It's not profit community. They are not. They didn't present. They didn't launch Nano just because of they want to. They are expecting something from, but they launch Nano so that they can solve problem within the traditional finance that we are into. So when you now look at the price actions, there are two things that can affect the price actions of digital, or let me say, yeah, the Nano itself. And number one is the estimated, let me say, the overall market, what is happening within the market in general. Like now, we understand that cryptocurrency at this present time, the price, the market price actions at the moment is not that okay, and it's across all the major crypto assets. And again, when you look at cryptocurrency, we have types. Let me put it like that. We have types of cryptocurrency. You have assets as a cryptocurrency. We have derivative as cryptocurrency. We have cryptocurrency as cryptocurrency. We have cryptocurrency as a platform. We have cryptocurrency as a commodity. We have so many like that. So we have types of cryptocurrency in cryptocurrency. You understand what I mean? So when we say cryptocurrency as an asset, it means that you may have a real estate and there is a token that is being attached to that real estate. It's an asset. So we may have a derivative token, derivative cryptocurrency. A derivative cryptocurrency in the sense that you have a wrap tokens. You have a wrap tokens. You have you have WBTC. It's not a real BTC, but it's a derivative part of cryptocurrency, part of Bitcoin. The same thing applicable to when you say currency. You have a currency. Bitcoin is a currency, and at the same time is a crypto. It's a currency, is a crypto. Why? Because they use it as a payment. They use it as a payment. Now you can call you can call Ethereum also as a payment. You can call Nano as a payment and as a currency, because you can use it to buy, you can use it to donate, you can use it to do so many things in this real world. So that's the reason why they call it as a currency. That doesn't mean that it doesn't have a characteristics of crypto. It has a characteristics of crypto, but meaning that whatsoever that is happening to crypto, it can definitely happen to it, but not because of the team that surrounds it that will now make that thing happen to it, because the team around Nano, they are not after what they want to really get from it, but they are after what they can give out to people that is making use of that token. I mean, that's making use of that currency. So that reason why I said it's not a crypto. Rather, is you consider it as a currency that is solving issues within the financial sectors. I think I've been able to explain that. So whatsoever that is happening in a general market, in a general market of crypto, it is bound to happen to Nano. When you look at the price actions, it is bound to happen. So when Bitcoin goes up, there is possibility that Nano also will go up. And when the whole market is down, there is possibility that it can also affect the price action of Nano. I hope I've been able to explain that. Okay. We have spent time, but at the same time, Kola Wale want to speak. Okay, Kola Wale, if I've answered your question somewhere, you can drop. Kola Wale, try and check your mic. I think Carlos is still here. Okay.
Hello.
Carlos. Hi,
Welcome,
Kola Wale.
everyone. Yeah. Hi. Thank you for the nice and smooth presentation so far.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah. I was one who asked the question about the ban on cryptocurrency, whether it affects Nano or not. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Now, given that not many persons, since this presentation is actually based for people in Nigeria. Now,
Okay.
given that most persons here are not, do not yet have Nano on their wallets. Now, I think it will quite at the moment, quite difficult to buy and sell while exchanging our Nano token. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. In such a case, we need to convert our Nano token to another cryptocurrency, which we can then trade for other tokens before we can have cash, because not everything here can be bought with Nano token at the moment. Some things need to be bought with cash.
Okay.
I don't know if you get where
I'm getting you. I'm getting you.
So in such a case, what do we do? Can we easily convert our Nano token to cash in a case of emergency where we need cash at the moment? And can this cash be converted directly through banks? That's what I was trying to get that's where I was actually trying to get my questions at before when I asked about whether it was banned or not.
Okay. Perfect. Nice question. Nice questions. I don't know. Carlos is still not here, but I think I can answer him. Carlos, can you hear us? Okay, but I can still answer. I can answer. I don't know whether Carlos can hear us. Now, the is very easy. Is in two forms. Number one, we have Nano is listed in so many exchange. Even the number one exchange, Binance, Nano is there. So you can buy Nano in Binance, sell Nano to USDT, and send your USDT to your Naira and get your money in your bank account straight up. So all these transactions that I just mentioned, it won't take you less than, it won't take you 5 minutes. But that's not actually what Nano come to do. It's enough for you to sell off your tokens you need money. That's not what Nano come to solve. That's not what Nano come to do. Now, what Nano comes to do, you will discover that we talked about merchants. We talk about merchants and we talk about other services. We talk about even charity donations. Those are the things that we talked about. Now, there is possibility you have your Nano now, and you want to use it to get services done. You want to use it to get goods. You want to use it to buy goods and some other stuff. Yes, we are working tirelessly to see how we can get more merchants in Nigeria. What merchant did is just like normal, your Jumai app, your Konga app, all these online app that you use to buy stuff. Even in your house, you can sit down and pay whatsoever, and they deliver your goods to you in your house. So what we are doing is merchants can connect easily to Nano and have a payment part whereby people can just in their houses, they can grab their phone and do their transactions, buy laptop, buy anything from their mobile app, and it is being supplied. only use Nano to do these transactions without any delay, without any whatsoever. You do your transactions and you get your service, you get your material, you get your goods in your custody. So that is what those are the major things that Nano comes to do. You remember I was talking about people that are in villages and they don't have access to funds, they don't have access to banks, they don't have access to all these services. But with them having Nano and in their wallet, and they have merchants, we have merchants. That's what we need to area we need to work on. You have merchants in Nigeria, and they want to buy something, they want to buy clothes, they want to buy whatsoever. You can decide to grab their phone anytime, any moment, and do their transactions and send Nano and get whatever they want to get within few seconds. So like you now, even if that is why I need to ask Carlos, even if you want to buy something outside Nigeria and you have your Nano in your wallet, you can easily connect to merchants in US, in different part of the world, and use your Nano to buy whatsoever you want to buy there, and they shipping down to Nigeria for you, and you get your material, you get whatever you want to get. While you sit down in Nigeria, you are doing your transactions seamlessly without anybody disturbing you. So those are the things that we are talking. That is why I said it's not for you to have your Nano and go to want to sell it for Naira or whatsoever. That means you are trading your tokens for another currency. Yes, you can do that easily without any delay and get Naira in your bank account. Very simple as ABC. So there is nothing disturbing you from even trading it for your local currency. There's nothing disturbing you for that. I think I've been able to answer that question. Carlos, I still don't know whether Carlos is still online, but I still don't, I can't get through to him. They have really spent time here. We should be rounding off in few minutes from now. We should be rounding up. I don't know whether Carlos later talked about We Nano. Maybe you do some exercise. I don't know whether you do that because my network was not okay during that period. So I don't know whether you do that. If you do not do that because of our time, we will not be able to do that. We will still reach out to everybody that was part of this call. Maybe next week or within the week, we'll reach out to everybody. Just make sure that you try to join our Telegram group to keep yourself updated on every information that we're going to be releasing. Make sure you keep yourself updated by joining our Telegram group. Stephen, I don't know, you can drop the Telegram group for people to join, or those of you that you are on Discord also, I will keep on sending information regarding that. Okay, let me see, look at some questions. Carlos is here to respond to my questions. Excel, what is your question? Okay, please let's get the available market we can trade Nano. All right, I will drop all this information on our Telegram. But number one, you can get Nano from Binance. And you can get it from Hobik. You can get it from KuCoin. You can get it from so many exchanges. We have so many exchanges where you can get Nano from. Then, what are the measures being taken by the Nano team to ensure secure swift transactions? Like I mentioned to you, they have their blockchains, but their blockchain is not the normal one that you guys yes, it's the normal one, but they use DAG is a decentralized as cyclic. When I get the full meaning of the DAG, I will send it across. But they use DAG technology. DAG technology. That's what gives them what will I call it now? Transacting without fee. And again, you don't need it doesn't require mining. You don't need to mine Nano. You don't mine Nano. That reason why you only have we have nodes that convert transactions. All these technical, I'm not too that deep in the technical information like that. But every information regarding the use case and the rest I can provide. So when it comes to technicality, the blockchain of the thing, when I get in the information, I will give it to you. But the unique features, the secure aspect of Nano, the same way we make use of, or what's it called, blockchain to keep the record, to make it secure, the erupted system via cryptography or whatsoever that all the crypto assets are making use of to make it secure. It's the same way also Nano also have the technology that secure every transactions. So you don't have any cause for alarm that maybe your currency or your token is not safe. It's still very safe. You can view your transaction on the Explorer of Nano Explorer to see. So it's still recorded on the blockchain. Okay. Again, how can charity outlet or organization apply to be listed on the Nano app? Yeah, you can be listed. Just make sure that your company is registered. In fact, I'm even looking for charity. I'm looking for charity organization in Nigeria, and so that we can also they can benefit from what Nano is doing. So we Nano help charity organizations. They donate so many things to different countries, and if Nigerian also we have some charity that are claiming they are registered, that we have discovered that they are not in Nigeria. So we just need, if the company is registered and is not a scam charity organization, please try to bring them to my notice, and we'll definitely see, look at the areas how we can help through Nano Foundation. So it's open, charity is open. Just let us know, send us the information, no matter the state where that charity organization is. Just let us know, and we can easily connect with them and share the word of Nano to them, and they can benefit from the donations. Okay, then how can, okay, it's nice to get merchants. Yeah, someone wants to talk? Hello? I think somebody wants to talk. Okay, I think we need to end soon. So it's nice to get merchants accepting Nano as payments. Sure. What plan have been put in place to get these merchants? Yeah, like I mentioned, these are first meetings, and then I think it is this year, 2022, that we started to now want to make sure that we really make known of Nano in Nigeria. Nano is not well known in Nigeria. We are just starting. So if you are joining us now, you are part of the early bird of Nano in Nigeria. So we are just trying to reach out. We just started, and we just need to connect with all these merchants and see how far we can go and get them on board. So we are just starting. So I just need to just let you know that we're just starting. Okay. Then again, another question is, what's the link to the Telegram? The link to the Telegram, sorry, I think Steve has disappeared. So, okay, Carlos is back. All right, let me, okay. Nano Nigeria, I'm coming. That's the link to the to our Telegram. You can join so that Carlos, can you check your mic now so that we can round up?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, I'm back. Yeah, I don't know if when I was away, all the questions were answered, so I can go in from there.
Okay, I think this is the last question. I have one question here. It says, okay, I have one question I was trying to confirm initially. They asked about the how secure Nano network is when you are looking at the transactions that what make it secured. Someone is asking about that. That if I say it's secured, and what technology that protects transactions on Nano network. So that's the question.
Well, the amazing part of the blockchain technology, and in particular the DAG infrastructure of Nano, is that every address have its own blockchain, and all the network is the sum of all those last states of each account that gets verified by the nodes. So when we talk about a secure transaction, is the one that was verified by the nodes, by the representatives, and that was confirmed. I mean that was checked by various representatives and several nodes. About the swiftness of each nano transaction, as we are talking about the fastest in the world, as you are seeing and you will probably see, you can send a nano transaction in less than a minute. So it's very swift. It's very secure because, as I am saying, it gets verified, and as there is no economic incentive for the nodes operators by the representatives, it's less likely that someone will try to stall the network. Besides, we have experienced spam attacks from bad actors in the ecosystem. There are bad actors in any crypto ecosystem. So this spam attack lead that lots of transactions were able to get confirmed. They were stocked. So the Nano protocol got an improvement, and the Nano coders and the Nano programmers, the Nano team as a whole, um, begin to code on those issues. And currently we are at the B and of the version 24, 23 of Nano, and it has a lot of advantage. So it can avoid getting spam attacked and getting stalled. So that's the answer. I hope that clear the doubts. Any other question?
Okay. Okay. Thank you for that. Okay. I think that should be the last question. The one that they ask again that if somebody 10 people is trying to buy something, and then at the same time they send so okay, my question from earlier, let's say you have 10 customers buying same products and paying at the same time. How do you differentiate between which customer already paid? Can customer add unique message to transactions like order hash, or what is the best practice? Do you get that question? Okay, I think Carlos is gone again, but it's simple. It's just it's a system, it's an automatic transactions, and if you make an order, you can't have order, you can't have the same order code. So is your order code will go together with your price or whatsoever you have paid, and your transactions will be executed. It depends on merchant that they are making use of. So every merchant has their own, they will have their own process. They have their process. So my Nano just give them a platform, a hub whereby they can connect with and they can make use of that pathway to do the transaction. So it has when the payment is confirmed, then your transactions is just like the normal transaction we normally do, even with our traditional app that we have, our normal app on we used to buy maybe recharge card, you do your transaction with that, that. There are people that are buying recharge card through that app at the same time when you are doing it, and your transaction are executed, and you have no issues when you are doing it. So the same way, if you are using Nano to buy whatsoever assets or whatsoever things on a merchant, maybe pathway or whatsoever, it will be confirmed based on the policies, based on the processes that is already put in place. So I think I've been able to do. Okay, sorry, your mic is off again. Okay, you can check your mic.
Thank you. Yeah, as you were saying, I'm trying to get that question answered.
Okay, the question is there are merchants, maybe there are merchants that is making use of that are accepting Nano, that are accepting Nano now. So maybe on their trading, or let me say on their sales platform, they have goods or they have services that they are rendering, and maybe there are 10 people that want to make use of that services at the same time, and somebody the 10 of them send in the price of that services that they want to get from that merchant. They send it at the same time. So the question now is, how will the system differentiate between me, differentiate from the other person, and execute the transactions without having any issues or without having any problem in confirming their transactions? So that is what the question is all about.
All right, I get it. Well, even if the 10 customers push or click the button at the same time, we got these circumstances and these factors that avoid that the 10 transactions went in at the same exact time. Uh, each transaction, once is executed, it generates a hash line. That hash, or that unique number or set of characters, is going to identify the specific transaction at the blockchain. So when you send or receive Nano in your wallet, you can see the hash line or the hash text. And if you go to a blockchain explorer of Nano crawler, you will find with your hash that you can identify exactly the transaction that went through. So if you are a merchant, you will you would like to save those hashes. So anyone that is going to, I don't know, claim that it was a mispayment or that it was some mistake, you need to get to have those hashes to any kind of complaint. So even if the 10 customers send the transaction at the same time, I don't know, by like internet, it's way impossible, I must say, to get the same hash for each one of those transactions. Why? Because each customer has its own seed, right? Each customer has its own private key, and that private key generates a public key from which you can send funds. But every time you send funds, your balance gets credited, and that transaction gets a hash. So the next transactions is going to be made with that hash, not the other customer hash. So it's virtually impossible to get the same hash for those 10 transactions. So it can be accounted easily if the merchant got enough information and the key information to say from. Um, uh, that's not mainly the question, but you can add a message or a memo to each transaction. In example, in WinNano app, when you are going to withdraw your funds to your own private wallet, to your main wallet, your native wallet, the interface asks you if you want to add a note or a message. So yes, you can add memo to to any transaction. So yes, the answer is yes.
Okay, thank you, Carlos. I think we have spent almost over, yeah, we have spent over 2 hours, and I think we have done justice to some of the questions that might be bothering you guys. And I think since because we have spent more time, we may not be able to do the exercise that Carlos talked about, the We Nano, but I'm going to communicate to you, like I mentioned earlier. I'm going to communicate with you on how to go about it, and it's going to be something that will be beneficial to all of you that are on this call. So if you are on this call, please make sure you join the Telegram group. I've dropped the link already. Join the Telegram group, and you'll be able to catch up with any announcement that's going to be made regarding the We Nano, how you can claim some nano on spot, on We Nano spot, and then from there we can definitely we can also interact and also engage ourselves in some activities also. So I want to thank you guys all for coming. Particularly, I want to thank people from the Nano community, those that join us. I want to also thank Carlos for 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 giving us that that privilege, that honor to be part of us and also share nano information to everyone. And I know that you have gained one or two things from Carlos from Colombia. He has been able to explain to us what Canalo has been doing for them in Colombia, and we can replicate that also in Nigeria also. So, Carlos, we want to thank you. We recognize your presence and your contributions, and we hope that next time when we invite you, you will definitely show up again to give your take. I hope you can hear me. Carlos, he has disappeared. Okay. So thank you, Carlos, for coming. And to every one of you, please, like I said, make sure you join the Telegram and register your presence. Register your presence by dropping message on Telegram, and also you can also share what you have learned on Twitter. Tag Nano @Nano, and you can use hashtag Nano Nigeria, Nano NGR. Yes, Nano NGR. That is Nano NGR. Maybe you have you have captured some, you have take pictures, you have do some screenshots from whatsoever we have presented. You can definitely share it on your social media, and I'm sure Nano would be love to also like your tweet. So thank you all for coming. We want to appreciate you all. AK, thank you. Who again that is here? Philip, thank you for coming. Adeleke, thank you for coming. Alex, thank you for coming. And I'm happy that I'm able to answer your questions. We are able to answer your questions. Edwin Bello, thank you for coming. Excel, thank you for coming. Uchuku, the man Joseph, where they hide himself, thank you for coming. Kolawale, Utsman, thank you for coming. Raphael, thank you. Sam, Andrew, thank you. Sukomi Olaya, thank you. Vinicius, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. I remain my humble self, Lapade Samuel, also known as Engineer Sanest. So we'll see you some other time. And from me to you from here, I wish you good night. And I think Carlos also is back online. He can also just give a vote of thanks while we leave the call. So Carlos, can just give just a short vote of thanks so that we can leave now.
Yeah, thank you to everyone for coming by to the meetup. This is the first time that Nigeria organized its own nano meetup, and we are looking forward to the next one. Remember to get into We Nano app and be sure to claim your free nano in the link at the links that we are sharing at the chat. Also, if you want to get a little piece of nano, quickly send your nano address at the chat so we can send you some nano.
Okay, I hope you guys copy that. So try and drop your nano wallet on the chat. And if you are unable to drop it on the chat, you can do well to drop it on Telegram, because there is possibility that I may not be able to capture all your wallets from the chat.
Yeah,
So you can drop it on Telegram. You can drop it on Telegram for me to pick them up. So drop it on Telegram just to be sure that you are present at this call. Drop it in the Telegram. That is how I would I will be able to catch many of you. So thank you all for coming one more time. Thank you. And from me to you from here, I wish you a good night. From Nigeria, I say good night. I think from Colombia, you should be around that 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. right?
Yeah, we are 5 p.m. here.
5 p.m. So you are still your day is still young. we are planning to go. We are planning to go to the bed.
Awesome. So yeah, I'm sending everyone who writes his nano or his nano address in the chat on nano. So it's typing it so we can send it stuff.
Okay. So thank you all for coming. Yeah. All right. So good night, everybody. Good night. All. Good night, all of you. Night.